Welcome to Hotline TV, everyone. I'm Amy Walter.
And I'm Matt Gottlieb.
All right, so you see right next to me, we have Statboy here and something new and exciting to introduce. Keys to the White House. Woo! Yes. All right, this is our new weekly look at the groups we think are the key demographics in the race for the White House. Matt Gottlieb / Statboy. Let's go to the very first demographic group we think is a key, known as the McCain Mavericks. Who are these people?
The McCain Mavericks are voters who disapprove of President Bush but are still voting for John McCain in the White House matchup with Barack Obama.
Okay.
Now, right now, McCain is pulling 22% of these voters versus 65% going for Obama. And that's much higher than, say, George H.W. Bush did in 1988 with Reagan disapprovers. He got 11%. And in 2000, Al Gore pulled 9% of Bill Clinton disapprovers.
Now remember, those people did not have as high of a disapproval rating.
Sure.
Of course, so the numbers are...
There's a smaller sample to
exactly.
draw from.
And note that George Bush actually, in 2004, got 20% of the people who said they didn't like him. Okay.
And also, John McCain, not a sitting vice president,
Very
so
true.
a little bit different groups. But he is doing exceptionally well. And why do you think that is?
Isn't this interesting? I think this is the place where we're going to look to see if this maverick message and this populist message is working, which is among voters who say they don't necessarily like where Bush is going. That doesn't mean that they don't like Republican message, the overall Republican message. They just stylistically are disappointed in the way that the president has conducted whatever issue it is that they're concerned about.
Sure, and McCain is a maverick, so he can appeal to that.
He is a maverick. All right, next group.
Next group, we have the suburban sprawlers, or the town center centrists, or the Starbucks suburbanites, and whatever you like to call them. And they are college-educated independents. And we're talking about, largely, previously GOP-held territory where Obama really needs to do well, exurbs.
Right. So we don't have, right now, the key here is Barack Obama did so well in the primaries in some of these places that we think of as traditional Republican strongholds. Loudoun County, Virginia, being a perfect example of this. Prince William County, places where you saw George Bush run up the score. These are the places where we assume Obama's going to be able to do better than a traditional Democrat because he appeals. Much of his message is appealing to these, college-educated, independent-leaning voters who, again, have been sort of disillusioned with the Republican Party. Sure. Right now, what do we have in terms of that?
It's 41-38.
All right, so he's slightly ahead there.
Slightly ahead. The margin of error for that group, it's about 400 people, so it's close to 5%.
So this is going to be a very important group for us to watch. The next one, Whole Foods women.
Whole Foods women. These are white, married, college-educated women. This is the classic swing group. It went 39% for John Kerry in 2004 nationally, but Obama's actually doing better right now.
He's at what, 44%? So
he's at 44%, and but McCain and Sarah Palin are at 45%. So.
Well, and this becomes really the question too of Sarah Palin. The next group we're calling the Winn-Dixie women. Others have called Walmart women.
Sure.
Who are these people?
These are, as opposed to white, married, college-educated women, these are white, unmarried, non-college-educated women.
Right. That was a mouthful.
Yes.
But these are the kinds of people, when we see Sarah Palin going into Ohio and Pennsylvania and Michigan, places like that, talking about a hockey mom, right, this is the kind of group, this is the group that she's going after.
And they're doing well in it so far. I mean,
they are.
McCain has a 8% lead, 47-39.
Right, so I think when we talk about sort of the women that are going to determine this election, we've heard so much about the gender gap and men versus women, but to me, it seems like within the group of women, college-educated versus not is even more important to watch.
It's Whole Foods versus Winn-Dixie.
Well, you decide. All right, well, we are very excited. Next week, we will be able to actually look for trends.
Yes, this was just the baseline.
Just the beginning. That's all the time we have for today. Until next time, I'm Amy Walter.
And I'm Matt Gottlieb. And this is Hotline TV?
It is.
Good.